So Timmy, why do you like using a dry suit, and what activities does it get you into?
Oh wow! I mean, like the dry suit's like a total game changer for me because I really enjoy a lot of sports that involve getting across water or having some relationship with water. So whether it's like deep water soloing, climbing on cliffs without um, any gear, and then you kind of jump off when it's really cold, or accessing somewhere on a paddleboard, you can just put a dry suit on and you can. I mean, in Iceland, we went ice climbing and surfing on the same day,
Within a
and
few
I
hours.
and I woke up with my thermal underwear on. I surfed and ice climbed in the same stuff, and I went to bed, and I didn't even get changed.
Yeah. So the
But
secure
like,
for the security of having a dry suit on, it opens up to a lot of doorways to different elements that you can get out. And like in Iceland, you're climbing on the
yeah,
icebergs, and then after that, we went surfing,
yeah,
right? And
in
you
the
have your
same outfit.
yeah in the same outfit.
Yeah,
And then a couple weeks ago, we went to Mamquam Falls, and right, what happened
yeah.
there?
That was like, um,
You had your crampons on, your ice
yeah,
axes.
yeah.
It was
So Jimmy, I mean, you obviously came up with this idea to go into Mamquam Falls when it was really, really cold, and you'd seen some ice that was around the sides of the bottom part of the waterfall. And climbing spray ice is something that I've been looking for ever since 2010 when I discovered Helmcken Falls with Will Gadd, and we climbed some spray ice there.
yep,
And it was like, oh, I just love it. But the problem is that if you're in a situation like that where you're near the waterfall, you're near the water, you don't want to be using ropes
hmm
because they're just going to get in the way, and you don't want to like swing into the waterfall or something. You're much better off without the ropes and
yep,
in a sort of deep water soloing situation where you can jump off if you need to. And um, but like the I think the true essence of a dry suit is that it allows you to do activities in really adverse cold conditions
yep,
that you just wouldn't contemplate otherwise.
yep,
And it turns it into something which is less risky, it's safer, it's viable. It's like it turns something that's really extreme into something which is
totally
um, is
manageable.
is doable, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
with a creative mind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and visionary. And also, what about paddling in the winter on the rivers and stuff like that too? Like when it's
Totally.
cold or the ocean, when it's stormy out, you put the dry suit on, and yeah, full game
Yeah,
changer.
yeah, it totally is. I mean, it really is amazing how it can be incredibly cold outside and windy,
Yep,
and as long as you got lots of warm clothes on and you put your dry suit on, you can even be like too hot,
yep,
and you're like, wow,
yeah, yeah,
it's like freezing right now, but I'm not cold.
yep,
And that opens up a whole series of gateways to adventures that you wouldn't consider normally doing.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about you, mate? Like,
I would agree with you on that. Since we've gotten dry suits, especially in the winter time, it's opened up paddling on the rivers in the winter. We used to put wetsuits on, but we'd be freezing cold. And like you said, you put on a warm underlayer, warm socks. You got these to cover your feet, and you stick them in your boots, and you can be in the elements. And winter in ocean, paddling on the ocean in the winter, same thing. You can be warm, and it's the security of being dry. And yeah, it's become like we've been wearing them a lot more and getting out to do a lot more activity, having the dry suits. I would
yeah,
agree with you, and just being able to like things that we would maybe not do, but it feels a lot safer. And having the dry suit on, go ice climbing and deep water soloing in the wintertime like we did just a couple weeks ago. It's opened up a lot more opportunity to get out and do more activity.
yeah.
Love it.
Um, So I've been using the dry suit for a whole number of different activities. I mean, I've been ice climbing without a rope, so like deep water solo ice climbing, paddleboarding on the
Yep.
sea, going down rivers, climbing on the side of icebergs, going
Yep.
surfing in a dry suit. But I think the one time that it really makes the most difference to me is when I'm heading out to Anvil to go rock climbing on the jet ski,
Yep.
and it's like 0 degrees. You're doing 80 kilometers an hour
Yep.
and it's really cold.
Yep. And you
And
can go out there by yourself
you
and
can, yeah, in
yeah.
the winter,
Yep.
and feel. Cut.